What is going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with a brand new video where in this one we are going to create our own franchise potential goaltender at 99 overall and see if he can win the Vezina Trophy on a team that needs a goaltender. We're going to see if he can win it year one. If he can't win it year one, we're going to see if he can win it year two. And if he can't win it year two, well, I don't know what to tell you. He's going to be high franchise potential. He's going to be 99 overall. He's going to have a ton of X factors. His name is not going to be Jordan NHL. But let's see. So we're at the main menu. We're going to go to the creation zone. I did just go to active roster, and I did just change it to the most recent active roster, which was in May, I believe. So we have got our goaltender. I'm not going to change anything about his appearance because that doesn't matter. His name is not going to be Jordan NHL. His name, is going to be one of my favorite pastas. Whoops. He is going to be Finnish goaltender Cavatappi. Oh, man. Why am I saying? Apio. Okay. He's going to be a hybrid goaltender. Number 26, obviously. We will give him a 2-year contract with an AAV because he is a high potential franchise goaltender. He's going to have a big-ass contract. But we're going to be sending him to a team that can probably afford him. We're going to give him a solid 9.5. I'm going to say about a 9.5. Yeah, that works for me. 2 years, $9.5 million, handedness right, just for cuz. We're going to make him like 6'5", make him like 210, fighter never. Birth year, he can be, what is the current year? He can be, let's make him, okay, we'll go like 2002, May the 4th be with you. There you go. I know he's Finnish, but, or something, but he could be from Burnaby. It doesn't really matter, but 2002, that would make him, 21 years old? He's got a 2-year deal, $9.5 million. He's like the greatest goaltender to ever live. Let's go to attributes right off the heezity hop. We're going to change it to high. He's not an AHL backup. He is a franchise potential goaltender. So now we're just going to take every one of his attributes and just jack them right up. Consistency, I am going to put at 2 out of 2. I don't do that. I never do that. I always put it 1 out of 2. Because in older games, like way back in the day, I used to find that if you put them at 2 out of 2, yeah, they would like consistently be bad, not consistently good. So I actually need to pay attention to what attributes I'm doing. His poke check's got to be really good. The endurance has got to be really good. Breakaway, rebound control. The only ones that don't really matter are like puck playing frequency, I guess. Stuff like that, like rebound control. Well, no, not rebound control. I think of passing, like the poise has to be really high. He's got to be super clutch. It's very early in the morning, so I feel like I'm not speaking very well at the moment. His angles are absolutely unbelievable. Puck playing frequency, we'll say 70. Aggressiveness, that can be like 80. That's the kind of thing that doesn't really matter, you know, because the more aggressive you make him, like the more like out of his net he'll be and stuff like that. It's why did vision not go up? Oh, that's the final one. That's why. Okay. I'm not smart. Like I said, it is like 7:30 in the morning right now. So I'm not too with it yet. I haven't had all my cups of coffee. I have not had all my Pepsi yet. But he is 99 overall. Let's give this cat some X factors. Wow, I'm bad at this. You know what? We're going to go contortionist. For his superstar abilities, what do we got here? Adventurer, it doesn't matter. All or nothing, advanced range, accuracy, and recovery when poke checking, doesn't matter. Butterfly effect, advanced reflexes when dropping, making low saves in the butterfly. Sure, we'll give him that one. That's a good one. There's not a ton of them for goaltenders. What do we got here? Dialed in. After he makes 15 saves, he's like impossible to beat. That's totally fine by me. Okay, handled it. Large energy boost for all skaters. That'll do really well. I hope X factors factor into the simulation. What do we got here? Extra padding when facing slap shots. That doesn't matter. Energizer after a desperation save. Every save in the universe is now officially a desperation save, so we'll go with that one. What else do we got? No timer, advanced saves on facing one-timers. In the simulation, I'm not overly worried about that one. Fatigue has less of an impact when making saves. That's a big one right there. Because once your goaltender starts getting tired, it's like they start letting everything in the net. I can't believe I forgot to say this, but if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I don't know why that was so important. Anyway. So we saved our goaltender. Now we're going to go back to this menu. We're going to find a team that we should put this guy on. So we're going to go assign team. Cavatapi going on a team, baby. Where do we want to send him? We want to send him somewhere that needs a goaltender. Like as of when this, the active roster was out. What team desperately needs a goalie like today? I was kind of thinking Chicago, but they don't like have anybody. They have like nothing, you know. They don't have a team. Well, they do now. They have some players now. What about Columbus? Columbus needs a team. We could go to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think that'd be totally great. They need a team or a goalie. They need a goalie. It is so early right now. Okay, Pepsi break. That's it. I'm like so out of it right now. He's going to Columbus, but we need a Pepsi break. All right, so now that we've sent him to Columbus, it's time to create a new franchise mode where we are just going to dive in. We'll go to authentic. Authentic. So then we'll just end up using custom rosters. So enter GM name. We'll just call it Goalie. Continue. There we go. So we went the wrong way, not the Colorado Avalanche, but the Columbus Blue Jackets, where their number one player is yours truly, Cavatapi. That's not my name. Division realignment is totally fine. We don't really got to worry about that. Career, we are going to go owner mode on, auto owner mode, morale off, fog of war off, GM firing off, head coach edits lines off. We're also going to be turning injuries off, so that way we can simulate as quickly as possible. So it's going to make the video go a whole lot faster. All right, so we are ready to get started. Keep salary cap on. We are ready to get started with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the whole trick in this video is to see if Mr. Cavatapi can win the Vezina Trophy with the Columbus Blue Jackets. And let's see if this team could make the playoffs, because this is not a great team, obviously, you know? I mean, they got Patty Laine in this. Let's go to edit lines. Let's take a peek at what this team looks like before we very quickly sim through. I do need to jump into... shut up. I do need to jump in to a game really quickly to get a thumbnail for this video. But we got Goudreau, Kent Johnson, and Patrick Laine. We got Kirill Marchenko, Boone Jenner, and Dmitry Voronkov. We got Alex Texier, Adam Fantilli, and Matthew Olivier. We got Justin Danforth, Sean Corrali, and Yegor Chinikov. What is his... he's got medium top six. I was going to say, what is his potential? I thought his potential was really, really high. We got Zach Werenski, Damon Severson. We have got David Juracek with Ivan Provorov. And we got Jake Bean with Adam Bachvis. So not the worst decor in the universe, but for whatever reason, this does not seem to work at all. This may become a problem. Oh no, whatever coaching we have hates our defensemen. So we got Cole Sillinger, we got Daniil Tarasov. So he's fine. He's a decent fella. We got Carson Meyer. So who do we got in net? We got Cavatapi with Elvis Merzlikins as our backup goaltender. We've got auto rotate goalies on. So that should help us a whole awful lot. We've got 2 years to do this with the 21-year-old Cavatapi. He's 6'5", 210 pounds. I think he can do it year one. But the only thing that is really freaking me out right now is the fact that this decor, the coach absolutely hates our decor right now. So the only problem is I was like, I'm going to make a rule for myself in this video that I'm not allowed to trade anyone from the team. I got to just sim through it and see if he can win the Vezina. But I went to a team who has absolutely no chemistry whatsoever on its decor, and I feel like that's going to kill me in the simulation. So we'll see what happens. And if he can't win it year one, we're just going to have to fire the coach, find a new coach that fits really well with these defensemen, and hopefully that helps us. Hopefully that is what triggers this team to start winning. All right, so what I'm going to do right now really quickly is just dive into a game. We made sure to be at home in Columbus to get a really nice thumbnail. That is literally the sole purpose of this, is just to get a really good thumbnail. This is still a preseason game, so it's like I'm just going to dive in, get a thumbnail real quick, and then we are ending this immediately. So what I'm going to do is let them walk in and take a shot on old Cavatapi there. All right, so I think we got our thumbnail. Now we can just go quick game. What I'm gonna start doing for this one is, instead of going to January 1st, I'm thinking I'm just gonna check at like the end of every month and see how everything is going. So what we're gonna do is we are going to simulate to the end of October, and we're just gonna see how we're doing at the end of every month. So we'll go to October 31st and we'll do a stats update. We'll only have to do it a couple of times. That's the thing, right? It's not like it's gonna take I don't care. It's not like it's gonna no, I don't care. It's not like it's going to take forever. All right, so as we get to the end of October, we were actually 4-4-1. So it looked like there was a couple of games where we did really, really well. It is Halloween. Johnny Hockey leads this team with just 6 points in 9 games played, but we are going to go to stats. I don't care how the team is doing. Patty Laine doesn't have a goal yet. But what we're going to do, all we're worried about is going to goaltenders, where Cavatappi has got a .912 save percentage and a 3.42 goals against average. He is 3-3-1, so he has played all but 2 games. So let's see how Elvis Merzlikins is doing. Actually, he got, it looks like Cavatappi might have got pulled for one of them, so he's basically 1-1. With one of his games was a shutout. He played the first game of the season? We only had one shutout, I'm pretty sure. And I guess it was Mersey with a .967 and a 1.00 goals against average. All right. We got to turn this ship around, man. All right, we got to do a lot better. We're going to get to the end of November and we're going to see what happens there. Oh my God. Okay, so November was a miserably bad month for the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are now 7-14-3. They only won like 2 games the entire month, and I think they were like both shutouts. So I'm really, really hoping for Cavatappi's sake that he was the guy that got both of them. Okay, so Cavatappi has 2 shutouts now. He has played 18 of the games this season. He's 6-9-3 with 2 shutouts, a .909 and a 3.19 goals against average. There's a big part of me that thinks this is going to end up being a year 2 kind of thing. So he's played 18 games. Mersey has played 7. He's still, goals against average wise, still has better numbers than Cavatappi, but Cavatappi's playing the lion's share of the games. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, we are, 24 games into the season, and Cavatappi's already been in 18 of them. So let's get to the end of December. We'll go to like January 1st or whatever, and we'll see how this team is doing as we get really close to the halfway point of this one. All right, so this team, at the end of December, we get to January 1st, where we are 10-25-3. I would fire my head coach and get a new one 38 games into the season. But it's like, there's no point. There's no coaches. If I was to go to coaching staff and go to hire coach, I'm going to throw it out there and say there's just none. What happened? I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit the screenshot button. I didn't mean to do that at all. Okay, let's take a look, because we have a veterans coach. Yeah, B- coach is like the best we have. And I'm going to take it, yeah, see, and he's like no influence, no nothing. This coach is terrible. How do you fit with the team? Jake Bean, no. Janssen, you're good with, slightly better with Werenski, good with Provorov, good with Severson. It's all about the defense, right? Bad with Jake Bean, but good with Adam Bachvis. Great with Jiricek. Marie Kochi. But you don't want to have too bad of a coach, right? Yeah, I get it. The screenshot has been uploaded to the Xbox network. Not the worst influence in the world. All I'm looking for is a coach that has like good scheme fit with my defenseman. This Marie Kochi seems to be it. Like this, Patrick Novak wants 4 years at $1 million. Has a good fit with, oh my God. Except for Bean and Bachvis. Jiricek's solid. It could work, but no. I don't know. B-, that's the teaching is there. Whoops, I didn't hit the wrong button. The teaching is there. The fit's not terrible. I'm kind of considering it, actually, to be totally honest. Like I said, I am going to take a huge hit. So, how do you spell that? It's like, how do you pronounce it? It's like Kozhanov or something like that. Clayton Kozhanov, or I don't know. I don't think it's Kosanar. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Team performance. Yeah. You're terrible. Yeah, the team fits 48%. That's really bad, and it's a veteran coach. What would I take as a hit? Okay, it will cost me like $1 million to fire this coach. I'm honestly going to fire this coach and hire a new one. Okay, confirm. Fire the coach. So we're going to go hire coach. Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, I have to promote you to interim head coach. Actually, this coach is like really solid with defensemen, 51%. So Werenski, still Provorov, not good. It's still, you are a defensive coach that like sucks at. So who was it? It was Kochi. Yeah, Kochi was the one we wanted. We'll get you for 3 years. All I need is you to have like solid. We're gonna hire you as a head coach. You are an associate coach, but we're gonna hire you as a head coach halfway through the season. All we need is for you to turn this defense core around. So just for the sake of this video, just so it's not 100 years long, that's why we're doing this. So I'm just gonna skip ahead a couple of days. There's gonna be a couple of games that get played in the meantime. We're gonna get through the Boston game, see how we did. That's a 3-1 loss. We started off on the right foot. Beautiful. All right, so now let's get to the end of January and see if we can turn this team around with a brand new head coach. I swore I wasn't going to do this, but it was like, it's just too painful. It's too bad. All right, so we got off to a pretty rough start with this brand new coach, but then we actually turned it right around near the end of, if you look at this, we got like, okay, so this is after we hired the new coach, 6-2 loss, 6-2 loss, 5-3 loss. Then all of a sudden it's like 4-3 shootout win, 4-2 loss, 4-2 loss, then a 4-1 win, 6-1 win, 3-2 overtime loss, 7-1 win, and a 4-2 win. So we're starting to allow less goals, and I'm really hoping that is what's going to turn this around. See, now suddenly we're 5-4-1 in our last 10. I don't know if it's too late this season to turn Cavatapi's season around enough that he's going to end up being like in the conversation. Yeah, because he's played 42 games. He's 13-24-4 with 2 shutouts, a .909 save percentage, and a 3.21 goals against average with 2 shutouts. He's faced 1,400 shots in those 42 games played. So he's facing over 30 shots a game. He's got 128 goals against. So if he can have a really solid February and bring those numbers up, his save percentage is not bad considering how terrible this team has been. Merzlikins has come back to basically where he belongs at this point. So let's get to the end of February, the beginning of March, and we'll see, because we do have some time off here. I think it's the All-Star break right now, to be honest. Yes, it is. We have almost 2 weeks with no games. So not a ton of games here in February. All right, so there was a couple of good games in there, and there was a couple of bad games in there. We're 19-34-6 with the Columbus Blue Jackets. The whole point of this was to make it as difficult as humanly possible. I do want to see. We have 44 points. They have 52, 50, 50. Okay, so we are last place in the National Hockey League. I'm hoping that leads to a number 1 overall pick. That'd be fantastic. I also should probably check the edit line screen to see how our team fits now. So Cavatapi in 50 games played is 16-27-6 with 2 shutouts, a .910 save percentage. So his save percentage is still coming up a little bit, but a 3.14 goals against average, which actually I believe is better than it was last time. So I'm very quickly going to jump into the edit line screen because I want to take a look and see what our defense fit is, and if I can like kind of finagle that around, maneuver that around a little bit and see if I can't bring that up a little bit. So the top pairing, there's no like chemistry impact on that one. David Jiricek fits really well on both. Zach Werenski fits like perfectly on the second pairing. So what if I was to move them around? I know Werenski, well, it says top 4, so that could work. We got Bachvist. He fits not horribly on that third pairing. I know Jake Bean does not fit at all, so I'm wondering if I could make it work this way. No, this is, man. I'm wondering how I can, I'm trying to figure out how can I make that third pairing work a little better. This is infinitely better than it was. So +1 on the top pairing, +1 on the second pairing, but that -1 on the third pairing is what kills me. So Jiricek's a two-way defender. Bakety Wakety is an offensive defenseman. Beener, offensive defenseman. All right. It'd be so amazing if we had a defensive defenseman to put there where Jiricek is. I know he has medium elite potential, and it's like criminal. What do we have in the minors? We have Tim Burney. He's a depth defender. He's a two-way defender. We got Marcus Bjork, high top six, two-way defender. What do we got? Oh, we got Eric Goodbranson. He's a defensive defenseman. He has no poise for some reason. 3 years, $4 million. Jakub Zboril, he's a two-way defender. I swore Zboril was a defensive defenseman. We got Blankenberg, another offensive defenseman. I'm honestly thinking about calling up Eric Goodbranson. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to call up Ebran. Let's go to roster moves. Let's call him up. I got people I can send down anyway. All right, we're going to trade Ebran for Meyer. So what does that give us? $493,000 in cap space because Cavatapi's got a big contract. We're going to say best AHL lines. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dive back into this. They got some weird names on this one. Oh, Alex Nylander. I love him. All right, here we go. So Bachvist is going to get paired up with Eric Goodbranson, who fits beautifully everywhere that he goes. So look at that. +1, +1, +1. Hey, make a wish. All right. He is a monster, by the way. Ebran is an absolute truck of a player. So now that we got a defensive defenseman with our boy Adam Bachvist, the thing with Juracek is like he just doesn't fit like anywhere. He doesn't fit like anywhere. So it's really difficult to keep him in this lineup. And it's just for a simulation. It's just for a fun, stupid little like, hey, let's make a goaltender. Anyway, we're going to get to the end of... You know what? Let's go to the end of the season at this point. Because it is March 1st. It's going to be like mid-April when the season's done anyway. There's no point in diving back into doing another simulation for like 5 games. So we end the season strong with a shutout performance, I'm assuming by Cavatapi. It was against the Carolina Hurricanes. It was very up and down, but we ended the season 30. Where are we? There we are. We ended the season 30, 46, and 6. Does that put us? That puts us in last place. But Cavatapi, I do want to see what his stats look like. I know he's going to have a decent save percentage, and I'm going to throw it out there and say we are going to get an absolutely fantastic spot in the draft. Let's go to all skaters. We'll go to goalies. Cavatapi finishes the season with a 910 save percentage, 22, 38, and 6 record with 3 shutouts, so he did get that one. And a 3.14, so he got pie for a goals against average, man. Mersey got into 20 games. He started, I believe, probably 15 to 16 of them, but it says 17, but it's all like decision makers. He did finish with a 907 save percentage, and again, 3.14, baby. He had apple pie as his goals against average. What is happening? There we go. I do not believe that's going to be good enough to get him a Vezina Trophy. So what we're going to do is simulate to the end of the playoffs, and then we're going to check the awards really quickly to see if he won the Vezina Trophy, but I'm just going to throw it out there and say, no, he did not win the Vezina. All right, so the season is finally complete. The Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup, and that is how you know how accurate this game is when it comes to simulations. The Hartford Wolfpack won the Calder. So the maximum salary cap jumps to $89 million. And let's go look at the awards. Let's go see what happened. I'm going to throw it out there and say that Cavatapi did not win the Vezina. He actually... Considering the team that we had, and considering the fact that we went half the year with a coach that had like no chemistry with our D-core whatsoever, I'm going to throw it out there and actually say that like with a 910 save percentage, that's actually pretty decent. I just hope as we go into year 2 that he doesn't like drop, because that would be catastrophic. So we go into the individual awards. William Nylander with the Art Ross. Jesper Bratt with the Hart. Morgan Riley with the Norris. What did Toronto do this year? The Lady Byng goes to Jesper Bratt. The Calder to Connor Bedard. So that's exactly where it should be. The Conn Smythe to Austin Matthews. The Vezina goes to Vasilevsky. Act surprised. He also wins the Jennings. We absolutely didn't even come close to a Jennings. The Bill Masterton to Pollock. Stasiak with the Adams. O'Reilly with the Selke. Bratt with the Lindsay, and Austin Matthews, act surprised again, shares... Wow, okay. Yeah, he shares the Maurice Richard Trophy with David Pastrnak. Did that not happen once before already? That was the 2020-2021 Maurice Richard Trophy, was the one he shared with Pasta, was it not? I know there was like one of them he shared with David Pastrnak. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm almost positive on that. All right, so we just won the draft lottery. I was actually going to just like pause the recording so I could be like, you know, for the sake of the length of how much video I'm going to have to edit afterwards. But then we won the draft lottery. I decided to check out what this draft was. And this is what we're looking at. Howard Pusher, 5'10", 177-pound center playmaker. Franchise potential. Oh, baby, NHL ready. He is the #1 pick at the draft. USA Hockey. Man, are they ever pumping out good players these days in US. The, what is it? The USNDA? NDAP? I don't know. Anyway, we're drafting this dude. We are drafting Howard Pusher. Begin the NHL entry draft. Yeah, this is the only pick I care about is pick 1. Is literally the only pick I care about. And it's like CBJ is on the clock and it is not going to take long. Make pick. What is he? He's only 79 overall. Wow. That is like the lowest overall I have ever seen for a franchise first overall pick. I may have to do some line editing in year 2. Like, because we are putting him in the lineup. I want him on the power play. And then after that, it's like, okay, so now we're going to go sim entire draft. Yeah, because from this point on, I don't care. All right, so we are back for year 2. We got one more shot at this, and that is it. And we are having ourselves a heck of a time here. We got a problem with the lines and everything. It's like trying to just fit everybody in and make everybody's chemistry decent enough to actually get something done in this. But we go to edit lines. We do have the kid that we just draft, Pusher. I did edit the lines a little bit. I messed around with it, and I got Howard Pusher on our third line. I put him on the power play, so he should grow really, really well. By the end of the season, he should damn near be, like, he should be up here. I could potentially do it. No, I can't be doing that. Because that's going to screw everything up, right? If I put Boone Jenner in a bottom 6 role and put Pusher in a top 6 role right off the hop, that's going to throw everything off because nobody's where they're supposed to be. The only problem is when I go to the goaltenders with Daniil Tarasov as our backup, but Cavatapi drops from 99 to 98. Oh boy, we have a much better team this year though. So I'm going to say done. The defense core that we got on this team now is actually really solid. So we are going to get to the end of November here in year 2. This is our last chance. So we finish October with a 3-2-3 record, technically above 500, which is redonkulous. That's very stupid the way they did that. We got 9 points out of a possible 16. So above 500. Anyway, we are still in the mix. We're playing better than we did last year. Howard Pusher leads the team after 8 games with 7 points in 8 games. What a monster. The kid's still 70. I'm kind of pushing for him now, if we're being 100% honest. He's up +7 right now. Oh my God. Goaltending. Cavatapi. Look at this. 3-2-2 with a .922 save percentage and a 2.79 goals against average. The goals against have to come down. It is early in the year. I expect them to come down. We didn't do much in the offseason. I basically kept the team the same. I just altered the defense a little bit. I went out. I got a free agent defense signing in Dylan DeMello, who is 85 overall, who is a little lower down in our defense than I would like him to be, but it made the chemistry work so much better. Our team is actually halfway decent this year because a lot of young guys grew. Like Kent Johnson, our #1 center, went from, I believe it was medium top 6 forward or whatever. He was like 81 overall. He went up to 85 in the 1 year. So he's actually a really solid top 6 player all of a sudden. And it's like now, a lot of guys are growing like that. So we actually have a halfway decent team at this point. So a .922 save percentage is absolutely fantastic for Cavatapi after the first month. We're going to get to the end of November, and then we're going to see how we're doing now. Okay, so we finished off with a 6-1 win there, but a really, really bad November, man. We're 8-10-4 all of a sudden. We were 3-2-3 before. We're 8-10-4 now. We're 3-6-1 in our last 10 games. Johnny Gaudreau leads the parade with 19 points. I very quickly am going to check on our kid, though. Where did he go? Where's, I don't even remember what his name is now. Where did he end up? Pusher. Now he only has 9 points. He jumped from 79 to 80, but he's suddenly a -2. He's got 4 goals, 5 assists in 22 games. That's not great. It's not fantastic. And he fits everywhere on this team. And he's already turned 19, so that's bad. He's got a bad birthday. And Cavatapi, all of a sudden, it's looking like a repeat of last year. He's 8-9-3 with a 910 save percentage and a 3.36 goals against average. That is an unacceptable result here on December 1st. We need to have a better December. I'm trying to get this done without making too many moves here. All right, so we're back at the bottom of our division at the end of December. It's December 31st. We're 12-17-7. We're still doing better than we were last season, but it's not looking fantastic. Johnny Hockey's having a bit of a bounce back year. I think he had sub 60-point season last year. We're not quite at the halfway point yet. We're 36 games in. Looks like Pusher has kind of started to, holy crap. Okay, that boy's going top 6. He's 84 overall all of a sudden. And I know this kind of actually became about him a little bit. So, goaltenders, Cavatapi, his numbers are improving at 11-14-5 with 1 shutout. He has a 914 save percentage and a 3.05 goals against average, putting his career totals at 97 games played, 33, 52, and 11 with 4 shutouts, a 911 career save percentage, which is actually higher up on the all-time list than you would think it is, and a 3.11 goals against average. All right. Oh my goodness. This is, I gotta go to edit lines really quickly. I said I wasn't gonna mess with the lines too much or anything, but we have a franchise player now, so I have to knock him up to that second line. I have to put him there. I wonder if I could move Voronkov. No, it's Jenner. If I move Jenner and put Pusher up there, it's like that's what's going to do it. That's the silly thing, right? It's like it is what it is. I know Dmitry Voronkov. It's like, could I move anyone and make that? I could move Adam Fantilli up. There's that. Okay, so we got Fantilli. He is a power forward. Pusher is a playmaker. Marchenko is a sniper. It doesn't get much better than that. What if I was to put him on the top line? Goudreau, Line A, and Pusher. That works so good. +4. Almost +5. I'd love it so much if I could put Marchenko up there because he has the he's the one who's got all of the potential. And Johnny Hockey, he fits better on the second line, to be honest. But it's like I just can't seem to make that work. I like the +4 a whole lot better. We're gonna see if we can make that work. All right, so let's do it. December 31st, 2024. We're gonna simulate on ahead to the end of January and see where we sit there. All right, so we sit at a not tremendous 17-25-7 here at the end of January, but whatever goalie was playing in that game did end up only allowing 1 goal in an 8-1 victory. So let's see how the kid is doing now. All of a sudden, he has got 15 goals, 11 assists in 49 games for 26 points. He is 86 overall. He is looking way, way better. Absolutely fantastic. I want him on the top line, but it's a question of what is Kent Johnson. He fits on the second line. I wonder if I could trade them out and put this franchise kid on the top line. The only problem with doing that is the fact that his poise is really low. But anyway, let's go to goalies. The reason why we're actually here. Cavatapi, 14-20-5 with 1 shutout in 39 games. He's got a 911 save percentage and a 3.13 goals against average. I just really hope he can turn some of this season around as we get near the end of February. Get near the end of February. I know a ton of people in this are going to be like, this is dumb, this is stupid, why'd you pick such a crappy team? It's like, I picked a crappy team for a reason. I don't want to put him on a contender. I don't want to put him on the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't want to put him on the Toronto Maple Leafs or the New York Islanders or something, this really defense heavy, don't allow any goals kind of team. It's like, what is that going to prove? Anyone can win a Vezina if you go to the Islanders. I don't want to put them on the New York Rangers with a good decor, or the Colorado Avalanche. All those teams are really good, like the Florida Panthers. They have a solid decor. I wanted to put him on a bad team and see if, because he is a franchise potential goalie, if he could take one of these teams, kind of turn them around single-handedly like a Connor McDavid would do, and win the Vezina Trophy. So get off my back. You're probably 35 minutes into this video right now. All right, so we're 19-30-9 at the end of February in this one. Who is the leader on the team? It is still Johnny Hockey with 51 points in 58 games played. We still got a ways to go. But where's our boy Howard Pusher? He's got 30 points in 58 games. Still 86 overall. Still looking solid. Goaltending. Cavatapi's numbers have come down yet again. He's got 15, 24, and 7 record with 1 shutout, a .909 save percentage, and a 3.17 goals against average. Daniil Tarasov with a 4-6-2 record in 14 games is looking even worse. I think we may actually have to jump in at the trade deadline and do something to help this team. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to actually simulate up ahead to the trade deadline really quickly, which is only a couple of games away. We're actually going to jump in, and I'm going to mess around with the defense on this team and try to salvage the end of the season. They would give me Jason Dickinson and a third for 2 seconds. I love my boy Jay Dick, but that's not what I'm interested in right now. We got Jeff Petrie, Robbie Fabry. No, I'm gonna wait until the trade deadline. They want to give me Ethan Bear and TJ Sochi for Matty Chuck and Malatesta. No. I'm not interested. Not interested at all. I'm going to say conservative buyer. We're going to enter the deadline. We have got a couple of pieces that we can move on from. So what do we got? We got Anis Brodin, who is 87 overall. I do want to take a look at him and see where he fits. So Jonas Brodin at $6 million. He's 87 overall. He is a two-way defender. Fits, it looks like pairing 2. Okay, so never mind. That one's out. What I do want to do, though, is go back to the start. Oops. And then not go back to the end. We got Pavel Minchikov. Oh, baby. Pavel Minchikov, who fits pairing 2. All right. I want to look at everybody's defense and see who's going to fit like up top. So we're going to go defenseman. It needs to be basically a right defenseman. What about like a Cam Fowler? He's a veteran. Wow, he really does not have like any poise, eh? All right, so let's, while we're here, though, Calvin DeHaan, he would be a third pairing defender, defensive defenseman, fits top 4. That's the crappy part. I need to find someone who fits on the third pairing. Jackson Lacombe. Okay, they want to make a trade with me? Max Jones, Jake DeBrusk, and Frankie V for... Decline. Get out of here. Now I have to go back in and like do it all over again. Anaheim was a dud anyway. And now we're back to all skaters. So we're going to go defenseman. Brady Shea. That'd be an interesting one. Brady Skajay. Fits pairing 2. No. What about Durs? Sean Dursey. Fits top 4. I don't know. JJ Moser would be a fun one. Fits pairing 2. What else do they have for like depth? They got Vicky Soderstrom. He's got like just nothing. Nate Schmidt. Fits top 4. Gio. We don't know. Who else do we got? Kesselring. Michael Kesselring. Fits pairing 2. I need a third pairing. Colin Miller, two-way defender. Fits pairing 1. Kolya Chinook. Vladislav. What are you saying? Fits all. Yeah, but we don't actually know that. The Bruins. Oh, what if we got like a Hampus Lindholm? He's a lefty, and I don't care. Fits pairing 2. Wow, this is so difficult. Defensive defenseman doesn't fit anywhere. No, it's Grizzlick. I know it's Grizzlick. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a Bowen Byram, and I am going to give you a Zach Werenski in return. That would put them over the... What? Buffalo would be over the league maximum salary cap. It does not appear that way at all, but I guess I will retain a little bit on Zach Werenski. I'll retain $1 million, see if that works. Yeah, it works now. Friggin' dingus. You want to do it? No. I'd have to throw something in, and that's fine. I'll throw something in. I will give you... What if I gave you like a third-round pick? I need to rebuild this decor. But wow, really? Okay, so I'll retain more on him. More on him. Okay, this has got to be... We were getting like, okay, thank you. Yeah, great, awesome. You're a gem. Okay, so that takes care of our number 1 D spot. We're going to have Provorov with Byram. Now we need to get a third pairing. That is literally what we're looking for now. Where did I just get him from? It was from Buffalo, right? Okay, so we're going to go to Calgary now, and we're going to look for third pairing defensemen. We need both of them. What about a Poirier? Jeremy Poirier, but he has no... Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way. Fitz pairing 3. Eric EJ, man. EJ, baby. He's got the poise. He's coming towards the end of his contract. We're going for EJ. Eric Johnson, they want to get rid of him. We need to get rid of Adam Bachvist and Stanislav Svazil. We need to get rid of both of those guys. So we're going to do Bachvist. And, yeah, you're giving me a little something back. Do you have anything else? Do you have, like, another... Do you have, like, another defenseman? I don't know anything about you. I don't even know who you are. Nikita Okachuk. Fitz pairing 2. Damn it. I was really hoping I could get this done with, like, Jack Rathbone. There's a fun one. I like Rathbone. He doesn't fit anywhere. Damn it. Alex Goligoski's very old. He fits his top 4. Why? Why would he fit top 4? That makes no sense. Daniil Miramanov. We don't know where he fits. Crap. This is hard. All right, Chad Ruedel. He's got 7th D potential. He fits on the third pairing. He doesn't have the potential, but if I could get this done with one shot, let's just do it. Okay, I just took on 2 veterans for a young guy. I'm good. I'm out. Bye. Exit the trade deadline. I'm done. I got all my defense done. I don't want this video going on like any longer. Like, not at all. UC Saros to Toronto for John Tavares. Like, that is never going to happen. Never in a million years is that going to happen. Now we got Gustav Lindstrom. I want to view his player info. 3 years left. Fit. Okay, we don't know. I was going to say watch. It'll be like line 3. Everyone's looking at me like I'm a moron. It's like, no, I'm literally strictly going for chemistry and like where they should be. Just to try and salvage the end of this year. I might do a 3rd season. I don't even know. All right, so here we go, man. We got through the trade deadline. We got some new players. We got people like more like in roles where they're supposed to be. I know it's already March. We're going to get to the end of the regular season and just hope to God that helps. I'm not trying to salvage the season. I'm trying to salvage Cava frickin' Tappy here. We ended up 29, 42, and 11 at the end of the season. We were 8th in our division. So we had 69 points, putting us 3rd last, I believe. Yeah, 3rd last in the NHL, so we could actually win another. We could win another draft lottery. Johnny Hockey ended the season as our leader in points with 74. It was a brutal season. Pusher actually improved to 52 points. He is still 86 overall. He looks like he's going to be super solid, though. I'm really nervous to look and see what this is going to be like, man. He had a .913 save percentage and a 3.05 goals against average. He played 66 games and had a record of 23, 34, and 8 with 2 shutouts. So if we were to look at his... What just happened? That's not... I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Anyway. So in his career, he is a 45, 72, and 14 record with 5 shutouts, a .911 career save percentage, and a 3.09 goals against average. So his numbers are getting better as the years go on. As our team gets better, I'm really hoping this team can continue to get better, but all we can do right now is simulate ahead to where the awards are and hope to God every goalie in the league crap the bed in this one. Otherwise, I think this is a failed attempt. We might do an episode. Maybe we'll do part 2 and see if we can do it there. We will see if we can do it in a part 2. This team is going to get better. I got to figure something out about this 3rd pairing on D, though. All right, so here we go. It's all over. The Arizona Coyotes win the Stanley Cup after the Toronto Maple Leafs won it last year. The Springfield Thunderbirds take the Calder Cup. My goodness. All right, salary cap going up to 92.5. Let's take a peek at the awards and see what happened. It's probably going to be like Shesterkin, Vasilevsky, something like that. But let's see who got what. Let's see who took everything. That's so ridiculous. The Leafs are going to win. The Leafs won like this current year that just happened, and the Yotes are going to win, or the Utah Hockey Club. Sabres win the President's Trophy. Wow. Okay, so it was Arizona against the New York Rangers. Individually, Connor McDavid gets the Art Ross and the Hart. I'm not surprised. Quinn Hughes with the Norris Trophy. All right, Kyle Kana gets the Lady Bing. The Calder goes to our boy Pusher. Patty Kane with the Conn Smythe. Yeah, showtime. Yeah, if you know, you know. Let's see. And Igor Shesterkin actually called that one. Won the Vezina Trophy. Semyon Varlamov with the New Jersey Devils wins the William Jennings Trophy. Masterton goes to EJ. There you go. We picked up something. Giftopoulos wins the Jack Adams in Carolina. Crosby with the Selke. That's cool. McDavid gets the Lindsay. And Austin Matthews with another Richard Trophy. He is going after Ovi's record. Unfortunately, we could not get the Vezina Trophy thing done in this one, but he's only 22 years old. I do want to look at the contracts really quick because I believe he is eligible for an extension. He wants to come back. He's back up to 99, baby, and he only wants 7.6. Wow. Okay, he wants 3 years. So you know what? I'm gonna give him what he wants. I'm gonna give him 7.625 for the next 3 years. I guess the next episode we'll do 3 years. Because in this one, like, we had to, we had to go through. We had to figure it all out. We had to create the player. We had to, start the franchise. He wants a 2-year deal, one-way contract. I'm fine with Daniil Tarasov and Cavatapi being this tandem faux evs. Like, dude, Cavatapi made $19 million in 2 years. And he's like, you know what? I'll take a pay cut to stay here because I really love GMD to the measle. It's... All right, I'm going to get through the off season and do all that fun stuff. You know what? But first, I did just offer a contract extension. It was an easy decision to renew my contract with you. Cavatapi, back on the team, back on the squad for 3 more seasons. We're going to try this again. We're going to keep going. We're going to build back better. Oh my God. We're going to try and build a contending team. We're going to try and make this team as absolutely dominant as humanly possible. Maybe fire our head coach. Maybe fire all the coaches. Get an all-new coaching staff. A really damn good one. And go for the Vezina Trophy. Why is this so elusive? Why, with a 99 overall franchise potential goalie, can we not pull this off? Or does potential and overall for goaltenders truly not matter like a bunch of people say? We shall see. Time will tell. That is going to do it for me for this one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the frickin' time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.